Climate action is the future and we are the people of the future, and it's going to impact our lives greatly.
People should hear young people's voices as well, because they know a lot about climate change. You know, there are many young activists, there are many young children that are very aware of what is happening to the world, and they should take part in assemblies such as like this one.
I think young people can change the planet and make it a better place.
Young people are the voices of the future. What we do is going to affect us. It's going to be our future. It's going to be our world in a few years. So we need to protect it.
Young people can talk about climate action to bring more attention to the government.
I think it's important for us as a younger generation to have a voice into how we deal with the climate so that we can work towards a better future where future generations don't have to live in a dying world like the one that we are.
People are talking 2050 at the point where it'll become irreversible. That'll be where we're adults and we're looking for jobs and starting families.
Hi, I'm Chairman McCusker. I'm the Community Climate Action Officer of Galway City Council. I think young people's voices need to be heard in climate action because they are, inheriting the world that we are going to give them. They can see the issues that are affecting the world right now, and they're going to be the decision makers in the future. So if we can hear from what they're thinking now, then they can enable policymakers to make the right choices and to make the necessary change to try to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions to make a more stable and climate resilient planet for the future.
So we will have to have the planet still alive for us and hopefully for our future generations.
I think it's much more important to know the opinions and the thoughts of the victims, the potential survivors, the potential casualties.
We are obviously going to live in the future, and the climate is a really big part of the world and it impacts everyone, no matter how old or young they are. A lot of people have ideas, and the fact that we're given the opportunity to speak about them is very important, and I think really just listening is what's going to make our future better.
I think it's really important to hear young people's voices when it comes to climate action because young people are the future of society and they bring a more fresh perspective to the decisions that are made.
Young people have a lot of new innovative ideas. I feel like we should have, young people speak about what they want their world to look like.
We are living in a society where climate action and climate change isn't always relevant to people, and since we are the future of Galway, Ireland, wherever we're going to be future living, I feel like things that people do now will impact us, and things that we see today that are problems can also impact others in the future. So if we get our voices now and the government or people in charge hear our problems now, they'll be able to stop it.
All of you that are watching this, it's so important that you realize you must make the connection with your future. You must get your parents understanding how serious this issue is. And you need collectively, all together, make your voices heard.
The changes we make now aren't going to impact right now, but it's the future that we worry about. And we have to preemptively think about the bad things that can happen and maybe will happen. That's why I think it's important for the youth to speak up and give their opinions on this matter. So for the future, we can live comfortably and we can't be in constant fear of environmental collapse.
If we were to do nothing now and we were just to stand here or sit here and say, oh yeah, I wish we could do this, and actually not do anything, nothing's going to change for us. Or let's say if we have younger siblings, we are also setting their future on our attitudes and how we do things. So I do feel like if we do start making a change now, I feel like we could make a better world. You know what I mean? But that's why I think it's important to make sure our voices are heard.